Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Onyx with my co-host here.
Hi, I'm Kilobyte.
And on today's special episode, we have a fantastic artist guest with us, Ryan.
Howdy.
Thank you so much for being here.
My intro.
It's so good to have you.
It's definitely a pleasure.
Well, first things first, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what first brought you into the world of Transformers?
Sure. I think like a lot of us fans, right? We got into it when we were kids, right?
I would say so.
Yeah. One of my first Christmas gifts was, the Power Master Prime, right? Back in the 80s. So from there, that just sparked lifelong appreciation for TFs in general. And, then I just kept going with it, and then I guess, but after that, what got me more involved with, Transformer comics and things like that was really the Dreamwave era of comics. And then more, what's it called? I think what put more emphasis on it was when IDW got the license. And that got me really into thinking that I could do Transformer comics, right?
Yes.
So I've been, that's been one of my goals is to get into it. And then, like I said, it did happen eventually, there's a lot of ums and stuff. Dang. So yeah, I guess the first part of the journey did start with Dreamwave comics. And for me, that came out in high school. That's when I started drawing just Transformers in general and like posting on like the boards and stuff like that. Or if I wasn't posting on the boards, I was at least lurking, and then like I would just like that's when I discovered like Josh Bertram's work. And yeah, I'm not sure if I said Marcelo's name correctly, his last name.
Oh, don't worry. We also get Earthling names incorrect all the time. They're kind of
hard. Words are hard.
I've never heard it pronounced out loud. I've only said it in my mind. I've never said his last name to anyone. Like this is the first time. And plus he has I think a screen name somewhere, and that kind of thing. But and Guido Beatty, right, and his stuff. So all those guys like sparked the, what's it called, the ambition to try and get into Transformer, like making money from Transformer artwork. Right.
Right. Fantastic.
And that kind of thing. So and then from there, just keeping up with comics and the artists and stuff, whoever has license or whatever, that's just it,
Well, talking about art, what is the secret to your art process? Because your art is very watercolor style to it. And
it is watercolor.
And it's very... I really enjoy it.
Me too.
Like it
looks fantastic.
What your techniques and all that you use for your art.
I know. So it's not too much of a secret because I do stream my process when on Twitch.
Oh, I did not know that.
So that's a thing that happens, and it starts out with I do the thumbnail, right? It's like usually like a 2-inch tall drawing of whatever I want to do. And sometimes I have to do like 20 of them to get the right pose or whatever, or the right look.
Oh, wow.
And then lately, I've been skipping the process of trying to translate it onto the page by just eyeballing it, So it goes onto like, say, an 8 by 12 inch page. And so you have to blow it up or whatever. So all I do is scan it and then I trace my thumbnail because I'm done figuring it out. Like just... So I streamline that process a bit, and I'm happy that I've been able to do that. So I just literally trace it off of my tablet screen, and which is and at one point I was trying to blow up my thumbnails, and then I would use a light box to trace onto the final canvas, right? But I've streamlined that a bit, and that's been nice. So then after I get the rough pencils on the page, that's when I do a stage of watercolor shadow. Which is usually a light blue color. And depending on what it is, it could be a warm gray or a cool gray or like a purplish gray. And after that is I always think of them as like a layer, so then the base color layer and then another layer of either shadow or like punching up the lights and the darks wherever they need to be. And then the final layer is a pencil layer. Well, final 2 layers, I guess. A pencil with highlights. I use a white ink pen, and sometimes white ink, like acrylic ink paint with a paintbrush, depending on how much white I need to add. If there's a lot of white, then it's paintbrush. But if it was just little like seam lines and stuff, then it's just the ink pen.
That's awesome. So what do you, this is just a question here. What do you
Sure.
do if like the water paint goes over the line? Do you have like a process to like,
Oh yeah, so if I
obviously there's no
really quick,
control Z.
right, there is no alt control Z. So first of all, you're trying to avoid it. So, second of all, I've got like a paper towel, like in my hand almost all the time when I'm painting, in my left hand, right?
Hmm.
And so that's there to catch it really quick. And if I dab it really fast, it just picks it right up.
Oh, fantastic.
And then if not, then it becomes a part of the painting. And that's
Happy
it.
little accidents, I think,
Yeah.
is what the phrase of the Ross Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
So if it's a white background, right? So a lot of my characters, like for my art books and stuff, will just be like a character with a shadow, a ground shadow, and that's it, right? So if it's an outline type thing, or if it goes over the outline of the figure, the silhouette, then I can just use the white ink to go over it, you know?
Nice.
The thing is, if it's a color that like maybe bleeds into another color or whatever, once I add the line work and the highlights, it really covers it up, you know? So
Okay.
I don't sweat the small mistakes because if anything, it adds just more like naturalness to it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what was it like working with IDW for the Beast Wars cover art? I
Oh,
believe it was the annual.
yeah. So I did the annual and then I did the retailer incentive cover, and doing both of those, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
See, my editor, Dave, right? David, yeah, he was. So it was the first one. I had another editor for the second one. Man, her name escapes the tip of my tongue. And my other editor, Jasmine. Yes, I knew it. I knew it started with a J, but I didn't want to butcher it and you get it completely wrong. So yeah, and so between David and Jasmine, it was really cool. So each of them just asked me for my ideas. Like they gave me like a script to read for whatever issue I was doing, and then I could either be inspired from the script, or and they also said if I just had a really good idea for a cover to go ahead and forward it to them and like the thumbnail, and if they like it, we went for it. And for the most part, like I had like three thumbnails to choose from initially, and like I would say, oh, and like I would always have a note of saying this is the one that I really want to do, right?
Hmm.
And then that's usually the ones they went for. That's the one, yeah, that's the ones that they went for. Although I did try to pass by for the annual, I tried to do a double page spread, but it just wasn't in the budget, you know.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
But after the double page spread, I was like, this is the one I want to do, right? And I gave again like a few choices, and the one I preferred, Jasmine was like, yes, let's do that one, you know. Hopefully, what I hope that means is that she also agreed with me and wasn't just like deferring. You know what I mean? Like I hope
Hmm.
that she also thought it was really cool, and that, or like we just agreed on the thing, right?
Right.
And that yeah, and that we both had just really good taste, you know.
Yeah.
That certainly helps.
Yeah, no, the very, very beautiful covers.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I still like the concept of the double page spread idea, so that might still come out as like a print or something.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Ooh, yes.
Maybe I'll save it for a different cover in case there's another Beast Wars comic coming out.
Oh.
Oh, I have to
Right.
talk to Skybound, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink.
Right.
Our next question is, do you have any side projects you're currently working on that you can talk about? They don't have to be Transformers related.
Yeah, so I have one big project that I've been working on for like a decade now, right? Which is my Titanomachy comic,
Oh yeah.
and which is TF related in that they are dinosaurs that turn into mecha-like beings, So
And where can listeners find that?
so I do have a webtoon of it up, but I generally it's undergoing a lot of I'm revamping it. Like the issue one is free to read on webtoons, and it's just under Titanomachy. But as I understand it, there's actually a few Titanomachy titles up on webtoons.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was the first though. Let me point that out. So,
That's fair. That's fair.
but I'll go ahead and put like a subtitle under it, for whatever story arc it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And
Yeah.
to differentiate it a little bit and that kind of thing. But so you can read the first issue there. But I did it in 2017, and I've learned and grown so much since then. And that one is just grayscale, black and white. There's nothing wrong with it, but nowadays I envision it. I'd love to see if I can watercolor it and that kind of thing.
Well, that would be so
Yeah.
cool. Looking
I
forward to it.
really enjoy the designs.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Oh, and of course I post it on all my social media whenever I have something new. Like I do have something new coming out for New York City Comic Con,
Ooh.
and then TFCon right after that. I'll have a new art book available for the newest character that I made. So that's
Oh, I'm
Nice.
excited.
I'll be posting about it. Yeah, I'll be posting about it. So like I'll put up like it's available or whatever, and also just put some like the cover and some things like that. Put that on, and it'll be everywhere. But a lot of the artwork is already like free to see online. It's like got the turnarounds of Viola, one of the characters. So I've like already posted all the concept artwork. I've just collected it all into a book and put in some extra stuff in there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it's not like a lot of it is being held back.
Yeah.
It's
No,
fantastic.
But you would like to support my work, then
yeah, we'll have all your socials in the description so the followers can go check you out.
Cool. Oh, and of course so it is more Transformer related. My fourth Kaiju Arts art book is I'm going to do a G1 art book. All the paintings that I've been posting, I'm going to collect them all into one place.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
And so that'll be ready for New York Comic Con and TFCon.
Fantastic.
Nice. TFCon in LA or the one in Orlando?
It'll be ready by Orlando. So
that's coming up.
Yep.
Yeah. I think this episode will be out afterwards, so it will be out by then.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Exciting,
well, speaking of characters, who is your favorite Transformers character and why? And it's okay if you have more than one, but if we can narrow it down to two, that'd be fantastic.
Cool. So we're kind of tied right now. We've got Torka and then Power Master Prime.
Those are excellent choices.
Thank you. So Power Master Prime for, I think, more obvious reasons. First Transformer, that kind of thing. And just being a really cool toy, right? A lot of play value and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
And Torka is a little bit more esoteric, I think. The design is cool, yes. And the alt mode's cool, all that stuff. But what I really like about him is the potential he has as a character, right? So it's like once he finally does get, say, some kind of spotlight, like the old IDW spotlights. If he had a spotlight, I imagine it could go pretty cool, right? And so that's one thing that I really like about him is that he's not been used very much. And just what I could glean from his bio or anything that he has been in, it's like he could be really cool. So there you go.
We love obscured characters, and especially when they give them the spotlights, and IDW has done that a lot with their comics. So hopefully Skybound will kind of get those obscure characters and give them some new stories and adventures, because it's always fun finding a new character and you're like, oh, they've been here for a while, but now it's the first time I find them, and now I'm going to follow them, and the stories are always pretty fun. So
yeah, it's always cool to get like a spotlight on those characters.
Yep. That's why I had to have Quake from Titan's Return because of his IDW notoriety.
Yes.
Yes. Well, talking about Transformers, what would be your top 3 favorite figures?
Including, well, okay, so G1 Power Master Prime.
Classic. How could we have known?
Right? Oh man, now it's like top 3. Oh, are we including third party?
Yeah, any figure any character that's Transformers.
And what? I mean, I want to say something Beast Wars. You know what I mean?
The Torka figure? By any chance?
Okay, so Torka's got a problem.
Uh-oh.
He's got GPS.
It's a GPS. Oh.
Yeah, he's got a gold, for those not in the know, gold plastic syndrome.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
no.
got two broken Torcas and then one that's sealed that I'm never opening. So I got three Torcas.
Oh no.
So I do love the
Gonna have to
character.
keep that in a safe.
So what I do, yeah, right. So what I do have is Beast Wars Neo Elaforca, which is a repaint of Torca that doesn't have gold plastic.
Oh, okay.
I'll go ahead and say Elaforca as far as figures go, right? But I used him in my mind still as kind of a Torca stand-in, right?
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
And then, I'm gonna dip into a third party there and say I really like I forget his name, but it's the Toy World Fort Max.
Oh, World
Is
for
that
Oh, I'm
the
trying to think of
Jedi
what that one
Fort,
looks
I
like.
guess? It's like a leader class Fortress Maximus. So imagine a downscale G1 Fort Max, but really posable, right?
Nice. We like our posing on
nice.
the toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right, he just fits. I think of him as my Marvel Comics Fort Max, and that's I don't know. I just really like it.
Nice.
I like a Fort Max that I can mess around with.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So our next question is, what's been your favorite crossover art piece you've worked on?
Crossover art piece.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the Winnie the Pooh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that might be the only one I've done, isn't it?
Oh, I swear I saw another one way back where.
Maybe. Let me look. I can't
I think
now.
you have a Godzilla one at some point.
I had one from a long time ago, but I don't know if I posted it anywhere. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
fair.
I may have posted on Twitter like in 2017.
I guess
When
we
we
could fudge the question a little bit and be like, what's your favorite commission?
Yeah.
Or what's been your favorite commission?
let me just double check real quick. To see if I had something that was like I've been meaning to do a lot of. I've been Okay. Actually, so it's not true. I have done a crossover. So I've done a commission for somebody as a commission. That was a commission for a Stegoceratops from like JP Jurassic Park from one of the games, I think.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, for when they're DNA splicing and making new
Yes,
dinosaurs. Yeah.
exactly. So I turned that into a transformer, and then I don't know if my gender swap series would be considered, what we just call, what is it called?
The crossover?
Crossover, yeah, it wouldn't be a crossover. It was a different thing. That's a different area. Yeah, so I feel like Winnie the Pooh is and then that Stegoceratops. I've been meaning to do a Godzilla one, and I talked about it during stream a couple of times, but we didn't go anywhere with it yet. But
That's fair.
so I did do a sketch commission for somebody during MegaCon in 2016 of a Godzilla Transformer. That was pretty cool. But I just have a picture of it. And I don't know if I've shared it anywhere.
Yeah. That might have been my bias in the question because I love Godzilla and dinosaurs and Grimlock and
it doesn't help that I also paint Godzilla and
I've seen
Transform,
those. I love them.
and that kind of thing. And I was trying to do a Boba Fett crossover, but it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted, so I haven't posted it yet. So it was just Boba Fett turning into a Rancor.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, just so as a Transformer, not like a Transformer as Boba Fett, but Boba Fett is the Transformer. So not
awesome.
As Boba Fett or whatever. Not that would work, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like maybe Lockdown would be Boba Fett.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah. Okay. So our next question might be a little bit off the rail of Transformers, but what is something no one knows about you that you wished more people did know?
I don't know. I feel like what people know about me is what I want them to know.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know. So one thing I do is I make these posters for my wife. She's a dance teacher and she has a ballet production company, and she does the Nutcracker every year that she directs. And I do Nutcracker posters for her, and I've done it for like the last 3 years. And I kind of want more people to know about those, but I haven't posted them because they're very not Transformers.
No, that's awesome.
I think it would be cool to see them.
Absolutely.
Right? So maybe I will be posting them, but I have this other idea. So I do want people to know about this, and I haven't told anyone about it. Is I want to do a like Nutcracker comic adaptation, but like kind of Titanomachy style.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be fun.
I say do
Like
it.
it watercolor painted
What's
Titanium
that
Maki
the
style.
actual cannibal LaBeoufs would say? Just do it? Is that what he says?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think people would love that,
Yeah, I think it'll be
especially because
Right?
we're
fun.
getting close to the holidays. Like, I think that's
Exactly. And
definitely
it's
something
like
people would be into.
maybe this is the thing that makes me like famous.
There you go, listeners. Go subscribe, go follow,
Right?
go read the comics. Yeah, exactly.
So, oh, and if you want to throw this in there, but I don't know if people really know it about me, but one thing I do know, I love is seasonal like crap, right? I mean, like, so I like, all the decorations for Halloween. I like the decorations for Christmas and all that stuff, right? Like, I like the seasonal things. I intend to have Titanomachy styled seasonal things, right? Like, actually, the last character I made was a response to Halloween initially, and then it spiraled into its own big thing. Like the knight that is paired with Viola, she was developed as the pumpkin knight. That was just a Halloween themed fun thing to do, right?
I already love it,
That's
and I haven't seen
fantastic.
it.
Yeah.
I need to see it.
And then I want to do for this November, I want to do a Titanomachy style turkey transformer that turns into a murderous pilgrim.
Oh,
Well,
that's great.
Yes. And that kind of thing. So I don't tell people about those things. But I would like people to know that I like that kind of stuff, you
let's
know?
go. Yeah,
Yeah. And I want
I'm here
everything to
for it.
fit in my Titanomachy universe, you know?
Hmm.
So yeah. Like, so the Winnie the Pooh fits. Maybe the rest of the 100 Acre Wood will fit eventually.
There you
The
go. Can't wait to
Nutcracker
see
fits.
Piglet.
Piglet, yeah.
Yeah.
Piglet's gonna be a psycho headmaster.
Oh boy, I can't imagine
This is great.
Eeyore.
Right?
What would Eeyore be?
Well, he's still a donkey.
He's still a donkey.
Well, like what? Like he could be. I imagine he fills kind of a Rhinox type of role where he's like the muscle,
That
you know,
makes total sense.
but he's
Yeah,
just all gloomy. Maybe
yeah.
he could be frightening. He's like he turns around at you, but he's all in shadow and his eyes turn red. And but then he's like he just says something normal. you know.
Yeah, he looks more menacing than what he actually
Yeah,
is. Yeah,
exactly.
that'd be
He
great.
looks more menacing than what he actually would be. But he would be more menacing though with with the Titanomachy stylings. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no, those sound like fun.
but yeah. So I like holiday stuff.
That's wonderful. We love festivals and
Yeah.
holidays and good cheer.
Yep.
Kilo, I think you have the next question.
What's that?
Yes. Where can the listeners find you?
Oh, so you can find me. I guess you can still find me on Twitter, right?
The slowly sinking.
Yep.
Slowly sinking.
Do you want me to? Do I spell out my name or
Yeah, go
just?
ahead. We'll also
Yeah,
include it in
we'll
the
also
links
put the links
below,
in the
and
description,
Okay.
for
but
the
yeah.
video version, we'll put it up on the screen.
Cool. You can find me at Instagram, of course. I'm still on DeviantArt, and I have been since like 2005, right? TFW, I still post. Keep my art thread alive. Oh, Twitch. Find me on Twitch. And Blue Sky. Blue Sky is a new one that I've been doing.
Nice.
And Facebook. So I do all of them. I just try. I don't do TikTok yet, and it's hard me. I haven't figured out how exactly my content would fit. You know.
Yeah, just little videos. It's I don't know how to use it either. We just do a little video
Right.
clip and we put music and it seems to do its own thing at that point. It's off to the wilderness.
All right. Well, maybe I'll start doing that as well.
Yeah. Some of them blow up so fast and some of them are still home with us.
Right.
Yeah, you could do some clips from your Twitch and then kind of do a dub over it and be like, hey, if you want to see more of my art, kind of follow me here and kind of
And that's
so.
why I need to record my Twitch streams and not just stream them.
Oh, I
Oh, there
see.
you go. All right, so we have one last question, and I
All
hope
right.
you have all the time to think about what you would like to say. Is there something you would like to tell the listeners? Perhaps some words of advice or courage?
Yes. So it's like this kind of goes for like whatever you want to do, but when I'm at Artist Alley at conventions, I get a lot of like what should I be doing for like if they want to be a transformer artist, or comic artist. I get comic artists a lot, right? What should they be doing if they want to be a comic artist? And really, it's like I ask them, so I'll ask you, what do you want to do about comics? You know what I mean? And the answer is like usually like they want to be a penciler, inker, or maybe writer, stuff like that. Whatever it is, like. And so when they say, well, they want to draw comics, I'm like, well, the only thing that you have to do is draw comics, right? If you want to be a comic artist, you draw comics, then you are a comic artist. Does that make sense?
That makes
right.
sense.
As long
makes
as you draw
perfect sense. Them, that's what you are. That you don't have to be like, well, I'm an aspiring comic artist. So it's going to sound negative right this second. Don't say that. Once you start drawing comics, you are a comic artist. You are not aspiring. You're doing it.
Right. If you draw it, they will come.
And it's like, okay, so what, the big three haven't hired you? Doesn't matter. It's like if you're still drawing comics, you're still a comic artist. Full stop. Right? That's it. That's what you are. And if you want to get better at it, that's what you gotta do. That's really it.
Fantastic. Thank you again, Ryan, for joining us for this special Q&A episode. We appreciate having you on. We appreciate all the work that you do and the artists that you make. It's fantastic and lovely. Amazing. Again, thank you so much for being here.
Of course. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. This was fun.
That's what we strive for.
Yeah, no, it's
I was over here sweating.
I expect it to be fun, but until it's all over, you don't really know.
It's the anticipation of it all.
Yes.
Again, listeners, we'll put all of his social links down below in the description. And again, go follow him. Go read his stuff. It's fantastic. And then until next time, till all are one.
Till all are one.
Later.